Welcome everybody to the Give It podcast for blurs, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. We are your hosts, the most, myself, Spartan, Show Guy Joe, Tafari TV. Gentlemen, we are 1 week away from Christmas, and it is Friday, and it is the weekend. Outside of not getting caught in the mess of shopping, how we feeling?
Joe?
I need to buy bread for Christmas dinner.
Well, the grocery store will be the easiest spot to go to right now. Unless you're near a mall. Tafari, what about you?
Hey man, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is okay. It's very much a middle movie that's just setting up for a third. If you got kids that are fanatics and need a way to kill a few hours, go for it. Turn your brain off. It's okay. Also, I did not know they did Shopping with the Troops. I got a package from my brother down in either Austin or San Antonio. Sent me. He's been into like heavy into what is the game they have a mobile Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Okay.
I just never got too heavy into it, but he sent me the early days collection on the Switch, and there's like 15 games in here. So I got Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 2, Dark Duel Stories, which is the Game Boy Color one that we got here in America. Monster Capsule, Dark Duel Stories, Duel Monsters 4, Dungeon Dice Monsters, Eternal Duelist Soul, Monsters 6 Expert 2, The Sacred Cards, Rechef of Destruction, Worldwide Edition of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stairway to the Destined Duel, World Championship 2004, Destiny Board Traveler, 7 Trials to Glory, and World Championship 2025.
Not bad for the price. You can't say it ain't got enough.
Yeah, I've never. Apparently a bunch of these are like Japanese exclusives, so I might dabble a little bit whenever I get a chance to open these.
Nice. Well, as you guys have noticed, we are a little bit leveled up size, so we do. I'm sorry, what did you say, Joe?
Said that's a bunch.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a bunch. But we do try to watch your language on the show, but words do fly. At the same time, guys, we do show trailers and video games or movie trailers that might be a little too intense for younger viewers. So viewer discretion is advised. Aside from that, welcome. I know we usually start out on a cheery note, but we do have to unfortunately have some somber news. And again, this took me a while because Lamar Wilson, again, took me a while to remember who he was. So I actually saw his picture. Tech influencer, very, very savvy, millions of followers across social media platforms. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us by his own hand. He did leave this earth at age 48. I cannot stress enough, guys, that mental health above all else is paramount. Especially not just during the holiday season, but just overall, guys. There are plenty of numbers out there, plenty of places, the 998 suicide number, programs that you can get into, just your people or just talking. But I cannot stress this enough that please, before you think about taking that last exit, please reach out for help. Or if you know somebody that, just needs to hear a friendly voice, or just take them out or just sit them down, go do something with them. But again, reach out before you decide to take that last exit. So, but yeah, it's sad because like I said, it took me a while. Tafari did bring this up, and I heard the name. It didn't dawn on me till I saw his picture. I'm like, oh yeah, because he did a lot. He did a lot with, if I remember correctly, he did a lot of LG products, Samsung products. I believe he won a Webby Award not too long ago. I want to say a few years ago he won a Webby Award for his work. So, and like I said, it's sad to actually see that for someone to consider that. So please, I use this as a cautionary tale. That way out is never the answer. Please reach out for help if you need it. But fellas, anything else that we want to say regarding Mr. Wilson?
It's unfortunate, man. He used to do he also does gaming content now, but like this, if anybody watched Dashie XP or Dashie Games, that's kind of where a lot of people knew him from. Mm-hmm. Him, Dashie, JD Witherspoon, T Pendel, like a good group of OGs who like never really were problematic. They kind of would just disappear whenever they were dealing with stuff and not really bring it up too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been watching Lamar since high school, man, since like 2013. He's always been a tech guy. I know he was just like the Forbes Creator Summit, and then
Mm-hmm.
Shorts kind of took over with like TikTok and stuff. He was like, short form content is such a break on my mental because I don't have to do long form stuff anymore and it's less stressful. And he was just posting about like, if you're over 40, make sure you're getting your screenings and testing your mental health and taking care of yourself. And then he just stopped uploading for a couple weeks back in November, and everybody just assumed, all right, it's the holidays. He's like, but he's always getting sent some new gadget or has like these cool collectibles. He was always just such an upbeat guy, man. So this is very much a blow to a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I know there's a bunch of young dumb knuckleheads getting on Kai Cenat right now for talking about his mental health. And kind of him toning down his energy a lot because he hasn't been on the internet in like Kai's been off the internet just as long, if not longer, than Lamar was before we found this out.
Mm-hmm.
So if folks are like, oh, mental health, what a joke, but I'm like, it's not though. You see, I've never seen Lamar upset or sad on like a live stream. So the fact that like one of the most smiling faces on the internet, man, went out like this is heartbreaking.
But also at the same time, we say about mental health. I mean, everybody thinks that you look at Robin Williams, you look at
man.
I mean, and he was the most happy-go-lucky person out there, and yet he was doing mental health. Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, you couldn't tell. I mean, mental health issues never can always disguise itself as a smile or just a functioning individual. But again, understand that even myself, Tafara, and Joe, as we are all a part of the podcasting streaming communities, we all go through the struggle. Nobody is immune to this. So, if you, like I said, people might think of it as being burned out, or you might just be feeling drained. Again, please, and I stress this not only from what Tafari said, but also from another podcaster, Lord the Culture, says mental health is definitely paramount. Please, 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 please take care of your mental health. But Joe, anything else you want to add? Oh, Joe Gears.
Give it a
Kind
second.
of.
Oh, I was saying, was there anything you wanted to add to this?
Honestly, I don't know who this gentleman is. I think I've only seen one video of him with a robot transformer, and that's about it. But it's still sad regardless.
No, that's fair. But yeah, we definitely want to send out peace and condolences to his family. And like we said, guys, above all else, please, oh please, take care of your mental health. And again, can't knock a guy like Kai Cenat. I mean, you can knock him for a lot of other things, but you can't knock him out for the fact that he's saying something that really does need to be said. That yes, mental health is mental health is definitely important. So again, definitely peace and condolences out to Mr. Wilson's family. But moving right along, like we said, this is our year in review for 2025. We do have some trailers, and then we're going to talk about what we thought of this year, and also Mighty Keith and his opinions on Game Awards, because man, that's funny. But anyway, first trailer that we do got out, it's a Sonic Rumble. It's basically the Sonic Rumble Godzilla crossover. Tafaraj, should we just go ahead and play the trailer, or did you want to add something to it?
No, we can go ahead and play it. I think there's been a lot of buzz about who got paired up with Monster and who at Sega maybe hates some of these characters based on the pairings. So it's worth a laugh.
All right, here's the Sonic Rumble Godzilla crossover trailer. well, you cannot knock the fact that Godzilla is everywhere. So that was the Sonic Rumble Godzilla crossover trailer. As you guys can see, let me back up a little bit. Begins December 22nd. You get Godzilla for free during that event on Sonic Rumble. And also, of course, the QR code right there. I guess that leads to the game, I'm guessing. Now, I'm not sure if this is pairing Tafari. You can tell me if I'm wrong or not. But the pairing that we see right here, like Godzilla and Sonic, like I don't know, is that the pairing or is it just you?
So most of them are being like, of all people, why do you have Charmy the Bee, who was like one of the two youngest characters in the entire franchise, going up against Destroyer, who is literally Kaiju Satan?
Yeah, which I thought was interesting. And then Mechagodzilla is taking on, I can't remember his name, save my life.
Vector.
Thank you.
Vector is technically an adult, so he can fend for himself, but Charmy is literally a child. Charmy is younger than Tails.
And Tails is fighting Rodan.
No, he's fighting Ghidorah, which is so much worse.
Oh, sorry. You're right. Sorry. I'm getting them confused. But I'm not against, like I said, that's a terrible screenshot. Hold on.
Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't talk and make the joke of asking Vector to talk to Godzilla since they're cousins.
Hey, it could be worked into the game.
Right. And yeah. So, it looks cool. I've never played Sonic Rumble. I think I should give it a shot because I have Destiny Rising on my iPhone and I play it every now and then. I should probably give Rumble a shot. But you said you played Rumble before, Tafari?
Yeah, if you played Fall Guys, it's Sonic's version of the game. It maps group play shenanigans, try to sabotage each other, make it to the goal, collect this move and push that. It's fun. Little in-game cosmetics. It's another gacha game. It's just I played the early testing phases, but after a while, it's like, all right, y'all are after so many updates and loyal playing, y'all take up way too much space on my phone. I don't have room for another. I'm sorry.
Fair. Joe, anything you want to add to this?
No, I just really can't because I don't have any experience with the game at the moment, but it still looks neat.
Yeah. Although, dang, that is kind of a messed up pairing to put against Honeybee.
Is Godzilla still? Is this year still Godzilla's anniversary? Is that still going on?
Good question.
I know there's going to start amping it up soon because we just got confirmation about Supernova, Godzilla Kong Supernova. So,
okay, I feel like this is like we're seeing a lot of classic, classic Godzilla.
Well, I also know that Godzilla Minus Zero is coming soon too. So there's that.
That's the sequel to the one that got like really popular, right?
Yeah, that's the one that got the Oscar last year.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Potentially Biolante's coming back in that one.
Nice. Because I was about to say the 70th anniversary was back in November. But yeah, Minus Zero, Godzilla Day, that was November 3rd. Minus Zero, that was it. But yeah, Minus Zero should be the next thing that comes out. But either way, that does look pretty cool. I actually just might give that a shot because I need to find something during this holidays and New Year's to occupy myself. But speaking of things that we're looking forward to, we covered this, I want to say maybe 3 podcasts ago, Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, the Star Force was the collection in Japan that is now being released in the US?
No, it's simultaneous release.
Oh, simultaneous. Okay, my bad. I don't know why I was thinking it was in Japan first and then us. But either way, for all those that don't remember, we didn't have a release date. We do have one now, included with this trailer for the collection itself.
Geostellar, on the air!
so that was the trailer for Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. As you can see, comes out March 27th of this year for the Switch, PS5, PS4, Xbox, Steam. Of course, you can pre-order now. For all those who don't remember, these for this one, it does come with, and let's see if we can try to get this right. Mega Man Star Force Pegasus, Mega Man Star Force Leo, Star Force Dragon, Star Force 2 Zerker Ninja, Star Force 2 Zerker Saurian, Star Force 3 Black Ace, and Star Force 3 Red Joker. So as you can see, you are getting a lot with this. Artwork, soundtracks. I think it's the original voice actors also included in this as well. But right now, as I went to go double check on Amazon, for the Nintendo Switch right now, the price is $40. So I'm assuming it's going to be $40 across Switch, PS5, and Xbox. That ain't a bad deal for 6-7 games. That's not bad. But
No.
but what do y'all think?
If you're a Mega Man fan, I think it's worth a grab.
Yeah, especially at $40. I'm just like, I'm surprised. I'll give Capcom credit. I am really surprised that they are giving us well, don't get me wrong, I shouldn't say it. Let me stop. Let me walk that back. Capcom gave us the Fighting Collection, which again has been great. Not knocking that. And I think that was also priced at actually I don't remember the price. I want to say it was $40 too, but I'm not 100% sure about that. It could be higher. But Capcom has yet to disappoint us on these collection packages. So I definitely want to give Mega Man Star Force a shot. Like I said, these are probably the Mega Mans that we can play now, because unfortunately dual enrollment doesn't happen until sometime in 2027. So there's that. Although I kind of cry a little bit, but it's Capcom, it's Mega Man. As it was said already on this podcast, as long as it's better than Mighty Number 9, which apparently is crappy. But Joe, Tafari, anything else we want to add to this?
I mean, we're getting 3 games. We're just getting all the versions of all 3 games. I mean, this came out in the big era of the version of that Pokemon still does. So there's 3 versions of Mega Man Star Force 1, 2 versions of Mega Man Star Force 2, because there was a 3rd one, but it got mixed in, which is why it's Berserker or Saurian or Berserker Ninja.
Okay.
And then we have White Ace and Black Joker for 3. And then all the features, they showed that the extra card CDs were like Japan-only chips that we couldn't get in America. Those will be in there. The only mod I'm going to be turning on is faster walking to speed the game up a little bit, but that's about it.
Gotcha.
I am looking forward to it. Geostellar is the saddest boy in the universe and mopes at the drop of a dime.
Dang.
So we get Sad Boy Mega Man Chronicles at this point with this game.
Okay.
They've already started re-releasing the actual Star Force anime on the Capcom YouTube. I noticed that the other day.
Nice.
To get people caught back up on it. It was only like 2 seasons long. It did not run as long as Battle Network.
Okay.
Other than that means we only got one more Mega Man collection left. And that would be Mega Man Legends, which would be just Legends 1, Legends 2, The Misadventures of Trombone, and then I guess you can toss in like Mega Man Power Battle and Mega Man Kart, Mega Man Soccer, and that's the entirety of the Mega Man franchise in terms of collections.
I will also say this: if you do have a PlayStation, if you do have PS4 or PS5, the 30th anniversary collection is still available, because I watched that thing like a hawk. It is back in the PlayStation Store. It's the one that contains the Mega Man X Legacy Collections 1 and 2, the original Mega Man Legacy Collection, Mega Man Collection 2, and Mega Man 11. So you get a crap load of games. I think, let's see, we double check that. You get a crap load of games for still $60. So if you're like me and you're just trying to collect as many games as you can before AI decides to kill everything as far as data and RAM go. But again, if you haven't had it, those games are available for you to get. Of course, for Star Force does come out March 27th of next year. So definitely looking forward to that. A few, like I said, we got 2 movie trailers. These more recent. This one is called The Sheep Detective. This is basically another Amazon MGM collaboration. And
Like it was between this or the Seth Rogen Animal Farm. I chose the lesser of two evils in this scenario.
Wait. There's a Seth Rogen Animal Farm?
Yeah, I didn't want to subject anybody to that.
I'm mad. It's like the Seth Rogen. That's gonna stick with me. Anyway, let's go and play this one. This is the trailer called The Sheep Detectives. I think it's very interesting. Seth Rogen Animal Farm's gonna be in my head. I gotta look
Now go Google it. It's a real trailer. Like I said, I chose the lesser of two evils.
I actually seen it. I watched this trailer before. I thought it was interesting, but for all those who haven't seen it, here's the trailer for The Sheep Detectives.
If there's one secret to happiness in my life, it's taking care of the kindest creatures on earth.
Sheep. I want you to meet my flock. When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be.
I keep them well fed, well groomed, and each day I read out loud to them mysteries, whodunits. I know who the killer was. I like to pretend that they follow along, but they're only sheep.
Oh, why would he stop there?
He was just about to say who the killer was.
This is torture. It was the maid, right?
When I wake up.
Wake up! Everybody wake up!
We found George on the grass, and he's not moving.
What? Lily, tell us what to do.
Our shepherd was murdered. And we shall solve the crime. George was visited by someone he knew well enough to offer a drink.
Not much of a story for you, I'm afraid.
Unless there's anything out the ordinary.
The policeman is completely hopeless. Oh, we need to help him.
You think you're brave enough to leave home?
We're not scared.
What is that?
I think it's a road.
But what is it made of?
Well, not grass, I can tell you that. Are you coming?
For George?
For George. Officer Derrick, I am George Hardy's lawyer. He wrote a will. In the nighttime stories, the people in the will are always the suspects.
That man had nothing.
Well, actually, there is $30 million. And we have our motive. We need to look for clues.
Stand back. I am, after all, a sheep detective.
You killed George. What are they hiding?
What if I can't solve it?
I've read you dozens of these stories. They follow very simple rules.
Look, the clue.
Every time something happens with this case,
That's my hat.
there they are. A clue.
Thank you all.
Sheep can do things. In fact, we can do anything.
I want to bash it. I want to bash it so bad.
What's with them?
Guys, I may be inside a clue. Ow!
I would watch this video. Hush you. I would watch it. I'm not gonna lie, I would watch it. Because again, that is funny. What's wrong, Joe?
Oh no, I'm totally in agreement with you. Unlike the Seth Rogen Animal Farm, this is genuinely funny.
Oh, this looks like that. I'm just saying, I did get a lot of it's a little bit of Homeward Bound, a little bit of a little bit of Clue. I was like, you know what? I the fact that I saw Patrick Stewart's name in this, I am perplexed to see where, if he's voicing one of the animals or he's gonna be playing a character. I had to see this come Mother's Day, but I'm sold. What about y'all? I'm sold on this.
I'm down for it. I will definitely watch it. This seems like it'll be worth a few good childish laughs. Also, nice to see when Hugh Jackman does roles where he does not have to take himself seriously at all.
Yeah.
I feel like people forget he's not just he doesn't only do serious things. He knows how to have fun as well as have to have those super calorie eating areas where he has to get ripped for Wolverine. He also does silly shit. He'll be Wolverine one year, next year he's shooting the shit with sheep.
Yeah,
Till he's 90.
Yes.
And that'll be he'll pretty much be doing that till he's 90. Let's just be honest. But no, it is, like I said, that right there was funny as all get out to watch. Comes out Mother's Day next year. I'm assuming next year, but yeah, definitely it's gonna be fun. This other trailer, it's an interesting one called Normal. Apparently it has.
Oh yeah, this one I found too. Why is Bob Odenkirk being the everyman action star working?
Because nobody is good, and nobody too is just as good.
It's like he found the secret for romancing the stone is just using it for himself.
Pretty much, but no, I
don't know what romancing the stone is. Go to your room.
Well, you know, for Romancing the Stone, I think only me and you in this room are the only ones that remember that.
Not Romancing the Stone 2. That was a bad movie.
Oh, definitely bad. But for all those that haven't seen the trailer, this is called Normal. And yeah, this one looks interesting as well.
Welcome to Normal, Minnesota. A charming, unassuming town where time moves slow and a friendly face is always just around the corner.
Your eyes, that mouth.
You'll never be far from our local mayor, dedicated deputy sheriff, a friendly mailman, cheerful store owners, cozy eateries. Oh, and our town booths.
Hey! Like the way you law, man.
Life in Normal is quiet, peaceful, predictable. Until it isn't.
Why are they shooting at you?
I'm at a loss.
Jesus.
That's not where I was aiming.
Welcome to Normal.
It flows through my veins.
Oh, again, there's something about this movie, and all I can sit there and say is there's nothing normal about Normal. As you can see, it is coming soon, not a release date for it, but I'm assuming sometime next year. Again, it's one of those sleeper movies where it's like, okay, this started off calm, cozy, cheesy, sounds like a Hallmark movie, but somehow goes John Wick left in like 30 seconds. And he's just calmly the guy from Nobody all over again. I would watch though, but what do y'all guys think?
It's like that town they went to in the last season of Umbrella Academy where everybody just broke out guns, but if you made a whole movie around the town,
yeah,
who knows? Maybe this is a Nobody spinoff. Maybe this is Nobody 2.2 Electric Boogaloo.
Nope, Nobody after the vacation didn't work. We're just gonna try a witness protection program, but apparently they followed you.
Basically.
Nah, I'm digging it. Joe, what about you?
It kind of reminded me of the Dead Don't Die. Same town aspect where everybody's small town, then all of a sudden out of the left field zombies.
Yep, I can see that. But yeah.
And at the very end where they just pull out the script.
Oh yeah, that does make sense. But yeah, Normal again, like we said, we don't have a release date for it. It says coming soon, so I'm assuming it's going to be sometime next year. But like we said, guys, this is our last show of the year for 2025, as we will basically be taking a nice, well-deserved vacation until our post-New Year's. With that being said, guys, 2025 has been a year outside of the world of a certain person and a certain house and a certain street and a certain district. Video games and movies, television, it's been a change. It has been a change, not just from Marvel, guns, projects with DC's taking hold throughout the year, and of course we're still waiting on a Wonder Man advertisement. Might as well hold our breath on that. But Wonder Man.
First or second week of January.
Yeah, I want to say first week of January if memory serves me right. Hang on, I can tell you about 10 seconds. Let's see. Scheduled to release in January 2026. Oh, sorry. Well, the release in its entirety will be January 27th. The first week will be first week of January. So there's that. But with also that being said, guys, I want to say this before we get to Mighty Keith and his explanation of the Game Awards. Let's just throw this around the board because, again, this is our year in review. I will throw it to you first, Safari. What about this year? Whether it was games, movies, television, what was the standouts to you this year?
I think gacha games need to put in their own category at this point. Best adaptation, I don't know how the hell. I don't know what's going on with that jury because it's like seeing some of the names in the jury who I found to make up 90% of the whole damn vote. Which Game Awards is on some electoral college type of stuff. It turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like once they have announced their selections, there should be some fan input that's allowed to adjust or maybe include some omitted titles. I don't know. I think Crossroads got robbed just because Mario is Mario title, so they just picked the one that they know the most of.
Pretty much.
Donkey Kong Bonanza for what best family. I get it. I'm glad Battlefield and Doom got something. Expedition 33 with the sweep, which great win for Sega since they do distribution in Japan, but also a great year for indie games. A lot of indie games. I think this was the most wins and nominations for indie games overall.
Yep.
And then Expedition 33 being a team of big name employees from bigger companies was just chef's kiss. So congrats to them. Break out the broom. Ubisoft, do better.
Ubisoft had to sit there and watch that. If that wasn't the greatest revenge that your ex-employees basically made a game that you let them go and they outdid you. And that's saying a lot. But what else do you have, Tafara?
That's about it. Again, I think players, well, I don't know. Like, I think if you get nominated for Game of the Year, maybe you should be limited to what categories you could be in. Because it's like there's a lot of good stuff, but then if something like 33 comes along that's so popular, it just gets pushed out completely. So I don't know, maybe either a spread of categories or if you are nominated for Game of the Year, a limit on where you can get nominations at. Because there's a lot of good stuff that came out and got nothing. Like Ghost of Yotei went home empty-handed, Death Stranding 2 went home empty-handed.
Yep.
Spider-Man 2 the year before, 7 nominations and 0 wins. So it's I don't know. Jeff does his best. There's always room for improvement, but he's a guy with an idea and a dream. I mean, the statue was a nice promo, but then the game that came out was just like, all right.
All right. What about movies?
Movies. Hey, I mean, we were kind of spoiled this year. We had 3 DC projects and 8 Marvel projects. Fantastic Four was great. Captain America 4 was great. That one is like that one was a lot better than the people who tried to gave it credit for. Again, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was okay. Let me check my Fandango. What else did I see this year? Oh yeah, Day the Earth Blew Up. Looney Tunes getting back in theaters this year. That was also a great belated birthday gift. So,
and the fact we're gonna get Wile E. Coyote versus Acme eventually.
Yeah, which John Cena's done wrestling, so now he has full time to commit to the promo tour.
Yep. Okay. You said movies. So television?
Television. Honestly, I very much liked our discussions on Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That one was a lot of fun. What other? And Spider-Man and Daredevil season 2. Those very much had us all hooked for where they were out, because you guys always know a lot more about these stories. So me following along for the first time, I feel like we could have done more with Muse. I feel like Muse could have had a bigger plot, or could have come back later to do some more damage. I don't know what we're doing with Echo, if anything, ever again. Mrs. Kingpin on the rise. And then Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was cool. I feel like we just rushed onto them way too fast after Cap's movie came out.
Okay. And I can agree with that one. Joe, I'm gonna throw the same thing to you, sir, for your 2025 year in review. What games stood out to you and what you like, sir?
Mech Warrior. All the Mech Warrior. We've got so much Mech Warrior this year. So many lasers. So in Digimon was like a surprise hit that just stomped the shit out of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Power World, because Power World got real quiet after that came out.
Well, Power World was fighting that lawsuit, remember? They don't want to make too much noise.
I thought they won. Didn't we say that?
No, it just got like tossed out.
Yeah, it's just been going nowhere.
Okay. I thought we reported that the case got. I thought they won that case because of dismissal. But I could be wrong. But go ahead.
No, that was it for games.
Right.
We're in Digimon.
Fair. Movies.
Thunderbolts, because I'm horrifically biased for that franchise, and we don't know. We always can wonder why. Superman easily.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shut a lot of people up, or causing people to still cry to this day over an accurate portrayal of current comic book Superman.
Snyder fans.
I was trying to be polite.
No, we can call them out.
Let me think what else. Fantastic Four, very good. Interesting take on Reed, but probably the most accurate take on Reed.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell else came out this year?
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, real quick. Quick aside. You went to go see the SpongeBob movie, right, Tafari?
Yeah, Search for SquarePants. I have a hat here somewhere.
How was the Turtles thing?
So everybody who was crying about, oh, why is Donnie using AI? Watch the rest of the damn short. It was actually very good. Very AI middle fingerish. It's very much. It serves as a good, even if you don't watch the cartoon, Tales of the TMNT. It serves as a very good just continuation of where they're at in the world, and very much is a good message of, hey, get your own shit.
It's supposed to set up for the second movie, doesn't it?
Kind of sets up for it. It kind of also plays with just, here's a random adventure because Paramount owns everything. So I want to say it's like 10 minutes long. It happens. It was actually very good. You get into you get the action. You also get the fact that these are teenage childlike turtles with some of the shit they're doing in the middle of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. It's very much, it is very much a classic type of short you get before a film that you will not just forget about. It was a fun watch. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Nice.
Yeah, that was it for movies.
All right. What about television?
Television, we had quite a bit. We got more of the Rookie. We found Boston Blue. New Kamen Rider, which everybody's watching, which I love to death. Also, lots of tokusatsu and anime this year. We had Red Ranger in Another World. We got Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. I forget if Fudo PI was this year or if it was last year. It may have been 2 years ago, and I just can't remember anything anymore. Oh, no, wait. The Fudo PI animated, or the Fudo PI movie came out this year. There's that. We got to see the fall of Super Sentai this year, which was something I don't think anybody had on the bingo card.
No,
I thought they just got passed over, or they're like rebranding. What was the?
So they are going on indefinite hiatus.
Right.
Sort of how Kamen Rider did in '89 until 2000. And we are getting Space Sheriff Gavin on the 15th of February.
Yep.
What is now confirmed that there are multiple Gavins and they are crossing multiple parallel universes. It's a multiverse series.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we get Red Gavin, Silver Gavin, and Gold Gavin, and they're all three separate people from three separate universes.
Okay.
Nice.
I want to see what the Henshin device is, because he is going to have a Henshin device, because traditionally Gavin doesn't have a Henshin device.
Yeah.
Usually he just signals his spaceship to dump his suit on him, but this year they're going to have a Henshin device because they learned that if you have a gimmick, people will buy that toy gimmick.
Ding, ding.
Meaning Joe will buy that toy gimmick. Because I already don't have enough tokusatsu stuff. Other than that, the anime industry learning that maybe taking a seasons off and going seasonal as opposed to year-round and filler is a good thing.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of One Piece animators doing a sigh of relief, I think, as of either last week or this coming Sunday.
Right.
But at the same time, the industry is starting to break up your season into smaller chunks just to drive out something.
Yeah,
Pretty
the
much.
cores. Yeah.
Or in Attack on Titan, it's a movie. It's a series. It's a movie. It's a series. It's both. It's a movie.
However, the whole hey, come see the last 2 episodes plus the first season of or episode of next season. That was not supposed to become a trend. Demon Slayer did that shit once, and now that Demon Slayer's done, Jujutsu Kaisen is like, well, since no one else is doing it,
or in Demon Slayer's case, like, hey, we're just gonna make a whole season. Hope you guys can hold your bladder for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, you guys y'all are not, for you dub fans like myself, you're not helping with the we don't read allegations. Like, for the love of God, read your movie description.
I mean, we are getting ready to have next month Gundam in the theater.
Yeah.
We're doing the episodes involving Mizuki, IBO's sequel series thing, I think.
Uh-huh.
And then we get a dubbed version of Endless Waltz, 4K restoration Endless Waltz.
Yeah.
So there's that. What other TV did we do? I mean, yeah. The new Spider-Man series was fantastic. Peacemaker was fun. Interesting take on what's going on next season, if they do another season, or if Cena's journey is just going to be in the movies because he's stuck in a parallel universe and we don't know how that's going to resolve.
See, the way that Gunn described it, he's like, Peacemaker's story is complete, but his character's going to be another things, which is the most, it's not a blank answer, but it's a very, very curious, creative, curated answer that doesn't answer anything.
I don't remember if it was super early in this year or not, but my adventure was Superman season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something definitely good. That was it for me.
Okay. I know for myself, oh God, video games this year. Let me blow through them. So, of course, Expedition 33, I've played it. Want to go back and do a replay now that they have a new map, new dungeons, new bosses, new outfits. I cannot stop talking about Expedition 33. Sandfall Interactive, you did your thing. Can't knock you for it. South of Midnight, Compulsion Games. God, yep. you should have got more awards. Still hoping we're going to see a South of Midnight too. Again, beautiful game, beautiful soundtrack. Can't knock it. Ghost of Yotai, right up there with Ghost of Tsushima. Loved it. Should have gotten awards. The story was great. I love the decision chain that you had in there. Again, that was great. The first Berserker Kazakan, don't get enough. You really don't get enough. Although you are a Souls-like game, still fun to play. Would highly recommend it. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I did not think I would enjoy another Indiana Jones game. Again, available right now on Xbox Game Pass if you still got it, or if you want to purchase it, or if you want to purchase and buy it, go ahead and do so. That was great. Fatal Fury, Sea of the Wolves. I finally got to play a little bit of you, and I was not freaking disappointed with fighting games. I could see why you guys actually won the award and the Game Awards for that. Doom the Dark Ages. What more needs to be said about a guy that goes back to a middle-age era and you can pilot a mech and you can throw a shield like it's a boomerang and the shield has a chainsaw? I have yet to find a Doom game I didn't like, but again, Dark Ages was fun. Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound and Ninja Gaiden 4. Again, never a bad Ninja Gaiden game. Love them both. Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Again, I am a big Shinobi fan. This one was a sleeper because I did not think we were going to get another Shinobi game. That was fun. My White Whale Black Myth Wukong, because I stalked Game Science for 2 years waiting for that game to come to fruition. I still have it. Haven't completely beaten it because I've kind of trailed off, went into other games, but again, still a great game. Helldivers 2. I've seen Tafari play it. I've heard Joe play it. It got me playing. Starship Troopers, you are missing out on a gold mine of an advertisement. That is all I'm saying. Again, Hollow Knight Silksong. Again, I love Void Heart. Silk Song is no different. Should have gotten some awards. I hope we do get another Hollow Knight game. I think we did because it's under a different. Well, I'm not gonna say it's a different because it was another game that played like Silk Song but under a different title. But I do hope we get another Hollow Knight. Marvel Rivals, free to play. Let's be honest, you guys knocked out the park. Especially now getting Deadpool and getting Rogue and Gambit and others into your lineup.
Yeah,
can't knock it. You guys have done great. Marvel Tokton Fighting Souls. Dear God, give us a release date because that was fun to freaking play on both beta versions. I know myself, me and Tafari both played it. We both loved it when we got in. Y'all did figure out the beta problem the second time around. I appreciate that. Arc Systems. Also, Dying Light the Beast. Again, Dying Light fan. Love the Beast side. Love this version of it. Was fun to play. And of course, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Got to finally play that. Was definitely fun. Again, .emu. You guys seem to knock it out of the park whenever y'all get these games. And finally, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Only because the characters that got so much hate because either you can play as a ninja or you can play as a loud-ass samurai. I'm sorry, I always took the loud-ass samurai because it was freaking fun. But that's the video games that I thought I liked this year. Movie-wise, I'm kind of on the same guys with you. Good Fortune was good. Keanu Reeves as an angel and Aziz Ansari, funny-ass guy. Love that movie. The Running Man, also good.
Yeah, Running Man was the one I got to see early. That movie was fantastic.
Yeah. Also, I'm agreeing with Tafari as well. Captain America: Brave New World. I don't know why it got a lot of hate, and I don't know why. I honestly thought it was a good movie. I like the fact of how they used our favorite bad guy as George White as shoot, I forgot his name in the movie already. Crap. And the sad part is I almost want to call him Hermanos Potos Locos. I almost want to say it because of Breaking Bad. But yes, loved him in that. Agree with Joe. Thunderbolts, again, good solid movie. Not knocking it. Also going back to Fantastic Four First Steps, I thought that was great. Sonic 3, I think, also came out this year, if I'm not mistaken, or was it last year?
I want to say a year ago today it came out.
Okay, so I'm completely wrong about that. Also, Netflix's One Piece and The Old Guard too. I just want to throw that out because Netflix had a whole bunch of movies and shows they had on there. But Netflix, I guess they now are the new owners of the new owners of Warner Brothers. But again, those I thought were all good. Television wise, again, I'm the same way. Ironheart, despite the fact that it did not get a lot of advertisement, was still good. Daredevil Born Again, let's be honest, it got our attention every episode. I'm trying to think outside of, there was another, the other Marvel special that came out that also got our attention, and I cannot think of it to save my life right now. But DC wise, gun knocked out of the park. Creature Commandos, Creature Commandos, Peacemaker, again, reiterate off what Joe said, and the Superman movie, and we're still waiting. And we just, as we guys were watching our podcast last week, we just showed the trailer for Supergirl. So Gun we trust. But that's as far as what I have for my year in review for 2025. But the reason why we bring up the Game Awards is because Mighty Keith, who has yet to disappoint us whenever he has something on his mind, had some opinions on the Game Awards. And if you haven't seen it, well, just listen.
Mighty Keith. And that's why I'm never watching that Game Awards show again. Come on, bro. Grow up. 9! They won 9 awards. Expedition 33 ain't even that good.
It beat everything because it was better than everything.
Listen, if I wanted to play a game with themes of grief and existential identity, I just go play Xenoblade Chronicles.
Why can't both exist? Brother, you just hating for no reason.
Expedition 33 is overrated. It's a joke. The whole Game Awards show's a joke.
Exactly. Pokemon ZA didn't win anything. Brother, I am not on your side.
The only thing remotely interesting about Expedition 33 winning all those awards is that Ubisoft had to sit in that crowd and watch their ex-employees outdo them. The award show was good, bro. We're getting 2 new Star Wars games. Star Wars? A pod racing game for geriatric niggas like you, and a KOTOR sequel we're not seeing for like 90 years. I'm not even that old. You grew up watching Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho. You're a fossil. If we being honest, the only good reveal at the Game Awards was the Mega Man reveal. You hyped for Mega Man and you calling me old? Listen, Capcom can do no wrong, all right? Resident Evil 9 is going to be peak. They bringing back the horror and they bringing back the Leon. Oh, y'all be getting games y'all want? Must be nice. Larian Studios came to that Game Awards show and dropped a bomb on us. And you can't be happy for that? I'm gonna be honest, I was so confused at what was happening at first. I saw a bunch of white people from the 14th century dying. So I figured it's either Divinity or the Black Plague. What about the Tomb Raider remake, bro? We're getting a remake next year, and then we're getting a whole new Tomb Raider the year after. Back-to-back Tomb Raider announcements. The titties ain't big enough. You're gonna have to put some more cups on that. You need to get off Twitter, bro. It's rotting your brain. The award for Best Adaptation didn't even have Sonic 3 as a nominee. Who do I need to throw tomatoes at? Yeah, that was crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But it won in all our hearts, so... And don't even get me started on that last game announcement. What's wrong with it? Nigga, what's right with it? Generic-looking PvP game number 245? When the last reveal could have been literally anything else. Anything else. Anything else. Imagine leaving that award show with the Divinity reveal as the send-off. Or like a new Zelda. Yeah, or like a new Zelda. Brother, go away! We finally got an award show where Nintendo ain't getting glazed all day. Go! Whatever, man. I already know I'm getting a 10th gen of Pokemon next year. I could care less about this award show. Oh, y'all be getting games y'all want? Must be nice. I think we got some pretty good announcements. You didn't get everything you wanted, but overall, I think the award show was pretty good. All right. Also, what about the Muppets? You didn't like the Muppets? I thought that gag was funny. Oh, no, I am old.
Or that's just crazy.
Oh, man. The level of hate. You know what? The shots that were fired. Jesus.
I told you I was right about Tomb Raider.
You weren't wrong, but just I knew that. I knew that was coming. Good God, I knew that was coming. And I'll be honest. I mean, I think we can agree with a lot of the sentiments that he had. He said just the Bloodborne and Half-Life 3 shots. Just dang. He said, "Oh,
you got Badgerborn."
Yeah, the Badger will be taking us through all our fan favorite IPs for 5 minutes apiece.
Yeah, honey. Yeah, what's the Badger? Yeah, that's definitely gonna be taking a lot of shots. But yeah, I mean, I do get it. Like we said, the Game Awards wasn't perfect. That High Guard, I feel did that ain't the new Concord 2. I don't know what it is.
We could have ended with the statue reveal, and it feels like I don't know how much Jeff's team goes over or Jeff finalized it, but it feels like Jeff should know, like, hey, that is not end game material, man. Especially if it's not gonna be Titanfall 3 or
it was just the way he hyped it. I'm like, from the developers of Titanfall and Apex Legends, why'd you do that?
We already know this isn't a Titanfall. If they mention your previous game, it's not going to be the next title. If you're presenting at the award show, you're definitely not winning an award at all for either your performance or the game itself.
Fair.
I was like, yeah, it wasn't a bad game, but you could have that needed to be placed just elsewhere.
It was just the way it was set up. That's why I think honestly that's what hurts the most. I was like, the way he set that up, he's hyping it up. I'm like, okay, this is a new IP. It's from the same group that did this. That 2 games I love. Let's give it a shot. High Guard. So hero shooter Overwatch push to max graphics.
Like if you had brought that up either like right before or after Deadpool and Marvel Rivals, that would have been a better alley-oop. It's like, well, since we're on the topic,
right?
Like not as bad as when he did which I don't know if Kingdom Come Deliverance is a indie title or like a big brand name.
It's in between because I thought about playing Deliverance 2 just because I was like, okay, I saw the screenshots and I'm like, it can't be that bad of a game. I figure I go and give it a shot. But yeah, it's pretty much like I said, it might be okay. I just haven't had really a chance to download it and play it because Alan Wake and Helldivers, just because I wouldn't get back into that and then get back into Destiny, and then I realized I fell into the rabbit hole of trying to play too many games at one time. But
yeah, I remember he said like a pause, and I watched like 3 different people's reactions, like Kingdom Come Deliverance, and everyone's heart stopped for a second, and it was like, why you did that shit on purpose?
Yep.
Because Square Enix is just nowhere to be found at this point. Either Nomura is in the lab cooking, or they're just on hiatus. Especially with him soft rolling out his retirement.
Yeah, another one of the greats is out and is on his way out the door.
But, I mean, we got some good stuff. Game Awards is great. TV was great. Movies, just other stuff, because I know there was a lot that Tales of the TMNT, because I'm just going through like old posts we've done. Tales of the TMNT, The Amateur.
That was so good. I just finished that yesterday.
Someone is trying to tell me on Twitter, like, oh, the show's not canon. It's just stories they made up or tales that they've exaggerated. I'm like, but it fits. It seems like I would be upset if we get a second movie and all of this you're telling me is just thrown out.
Yeah.
We know Raph's tale is correct. The only one that we can be questioned about is
Mikey's last one.
Yeah.
Mikey's last one, and maybe Leonardo. But like Donnie and Raph probably actually happened.
I will say the entire setup with the Mechazoids, that was like a great, because I literally looked away for a second. I was like, what the hell happened? And then I'm like, oh, we're getting 4 separate stories of they were supposed to be teenagers going to this party, and then something happened, and now all 4. But then when it comes together in like the 6th episode where you see all 4 of their fights like coincide, and then the giant, I was like, okay, I like how they're setting this up. And then I feel like they're the Mechazords are the place of the 03 Turtles with the elite guard that Shredder had with the hats and the capes. It feels like we're setting up for a meta version of that. So it feels like they fit as well, especially with Rod and his dad's company still funding her robots.
Sure.
And one of the writers was like, hey, as far as I know, our story's canon. I don't know what the hell y'all are on about, but like we'll find out when the movie gets here. But TMNT was great. If you can, please go binge it. It hasn't been canceled yet, but Fairly Odd Parents: A New Wish is all on Netflix now. That is probably one of the better Nick spinoffs I have seen. If you haven't seen it, The Amateur was a good movie. It pushes the PG-13 line, but Rami Malek and Lawrence Fishburne are great in it. Sinners, because of course.
Right.
What else came out? Mission Impossible was Mission Impossible, so that was there. Ironheart. F1 with Brad Pitt and Damson Idris was also fantastic.
I still gotta watch that. I have yet to see that.
I don't know jack shit about F1 racing, but the way that movie locks you in and explains everything. Demon Slayer movie, of course, fantastic. Clearly we were going to be getting more than one. That one did numbers everywhere. Running Man was great.
Yeah.
Let me see. SpongeBob movie, it's a kid's flick. And then as far as other stuff that came out this year, just going down our like reacts and reviews for this year. We had Looney Tunes, we had Tales of the End. I still haven't watched the new Lilo and Stitch. I've heard nothing good about it, so I just skipped it.
It's okay.
The Goofy movie documentary, Last of Us 2, the tail end of Creature Commandos, and then the all of Peacemaker, season 2 of Andor. What else came out? Yeah. Ironheart, Predator Badlands, which I still need to go see, but I'm hearing good things about. All of it, Welcome to Derry. What else got dropped this year? Fallout is starting back up as of now.
Yeah. Fallout, the first episode of the second season is already out, and I'm liking it. Yeah. I'm liking the direction for the first episode already.
And then games, it was cool to just finally get my streams going, finally get to the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, finally getting through the last season of Walking Dead. Getting through Sly 2 and 3 finally, which are great remasters. South of Midnight was a fun one to play through with people. What else did I burn through this year? Finally getting through Prince of Persia, both the Batman games. Revisiting Twilight Princess, which is one I've wanted to go through for a while.
Yeah.
Playing through a lot of the classics on the Wii. And then Crossworlds. Sonic Crossworlds has been my pride and joy this entire year. It has been so much fun. I am almost platinum with the game. I just got like 6,000 more tickets to grind for these damn collection trophies, and I'm done with it. So it's been a hell of a year.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and Marvel Zombies, because that was a great one. I wish we had spread that out more in the Halloween season, but I gotta
Marvel's. I forgot about that one too. Yeah,
because it came and went. I wish they had spread that out. That could have been. And I know people something like the cliffhanger, but I feel like that one could have lasted all of. That could have gone all through October because that last episode was great. Seeing Chadwick's character, but Black Panther, the odd team of a headless or bodiless Ant-Man, Spider-Man, and Black Panther having to hold off Thanos by themselves was a great sequence. Marvel had some hits this year. I think most of them were on television, big screen. I know not everybody felt all three. I like that we got 3 films and they didn't too much overlap. If you're going to Avatar for a Doomsday trailer, good luck.
No, Warren. But look, we should have to warn you people. But I feel like we gotta tell y'all because some of y'all will get mad and try this because somebody's already done this. Marvel did not say nor confirm that an Avengers Doomsday trailer would be included in the Avatar Fire and Ash movie. Okay, they have not said it. They have not confirmed it. Please do not go buy a ticket for a 3-hour movie that you did not want to watch in the hopes that you see something before everybody else does. As of this moment, nobody knows when Avengers Doomsday trailer is going to show. Just don't fall for the okie doke and then get mad at movie theaters. At that point, you might as well just enjoy Avatar. Just saying.
The other thing I think we also got to look at when we look back on it is the Captain America movie, because that movie is very decisive, but has 2 very distinct viewing points for the general public. There is, and of course, this is me saying it between the 2 of you guys, is there's the casual goer experience, and then there's the black viewer experience, which are 2 very, very different things.
Okay.
And I saw a lot of internet reviewers going, it's like, okay, where's your black internet reviewer on this show to explain their perspective on that movie? Because it's very different viewpoint and very different watching.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point all around. In the same sense of, like we said, there's a lot of that, especially with Ironheart, because of them. Ironheart was really misunderstood as far as that. We kept on saying that Disney could have done a better job of advertising for that movie. We could have, everybody wasn't happy about the direction and say, oh, well, Riri Williams, she sounds like, and it to me, it reminds me of She-Hulk. It reminds me of when She-Hulk came out and so many people misunderstood She-Hulk. And I'm like, you people have never read a She-Hulk comic, have you?
Well, they never read the John Byrne era. That's the difference.
I mean, true, but
John Byrne and Dan Slott.
But not reading a She-Hulk comic to begin with. That's the part where I was like, you misunderstand that they really did take She-Hulk's story. They did take She-Hulk with great care and did it exactly how her comics run. So I'm not knocking that. And the same with Ironheart. Ironheart was supposed to be 6 episodes. What can you do with 6 episodes?
Make it into a movie.
I mean, could. I mean, that's what Armor Wars is supposed to be, and Armor Wars right now is sitting in purgatory. But it's 6 episodes. You can only do so much. At the same time, we weren't expecting a lot. I mean, outside the fact that, again, Riri Williams, love her character, the fact that they were trying to really give her I'm not gonna say her first introduction, because Wakanda Forever was really her first introduction to TMCU. This is supposed to be more of a getting to know period with her. And so, yes, was 6 episodes short? Yes. I think that Disney was kind of being a little bit gun shy because, again, they were trying to push out quantity over quality. Although I think Ironheart should have got should at least got 10 episodes and at least, made up their mind from there. But I can digress. In the same sense, like, I would love to see another Miss Marvel series. I thought the Miss Marvel series was great. I thought it was fun. I love the direction they took. And will it be a while before we see another one? Maybe. But at the same time, Disney is just really, really, really gun shy over what they get behind versus what they're not getting behind. Because again, going back to Wonder Man, there's next to nothing. And that
I wonder if that's at this point. This is now on purpose because they're going to something's going to get spoiled big time if they do show something.
Well, here's the thing: you can give us something like when the whole what's his face character, John Malkovich's character Trevor in the movie. They try to make it seem like he's
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley. Sorry. I got them completely mixed up. Ben Kingsley, my bad. So the fact that they're doing his character and they're trying to make it seem like he's this very method, very disgruntled actor, it's like it's almost in that same sense of just, are you guys trying to go a different approach with this? And if you are, then really expand on that. Expand on the fact that you're taking a different route, but at the same time, you're still letting us know that yes, a Wonder Man is eventually coming. But that's the one thing I am concerned about when it does come to Wonder Man, because we're not getting a lot from them. But again, it's Disney. I think they're just being gun shy about everything. So it's one of those things. I guess we just have to we'll see and go from there.
Right, because it's like, hey, we're talking about a damn Doomsday trailer, and from what I've seen, the trailer is a big ass nothing burger. It is some shots of a character in their regular life, and then it's just XYZ will return in Doomsday, and you go to the clock that the Russo brothers just posted. That's it. That is it, and you're not guaranteed that at every showing of Avatar, which again, apparently, some people did see it, and I cannot tell you if it was before or after the movie, or if it was at IMAX, or if it was at Cinemark, or if it was at AMC. And I'm just like, I'm not playing with my money like that.
Right.
I do think Riri giving us Mephisto was very much a big payoff.
Yeah.
I really, and I get it, COVID, pandemic, things had to get reworked. Real life wars had to got Cap's movie reshot so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to shift a bunch of stuff, which I'm curious if Shira Haas is just going to get completely sidelined now.
Right.
But it's also who takes over the presidency after Ross. That'll be interesting. Oh my God. Holy, what if it's President Kelly? What if that's going to be our X-Men pivot? What if Kelly mutants get introduced and Kelly is our new president?
That would be a hell of an entrance.
Because they're saying like the easy setup for the mutants would not be a multiverse thing, but hey, the snap and that radiation exposure twice and what's going on with Kamala Khan would be the easier setup. But it very much seems like we're moving into Avengers versus X-Men. Riri might be an agent of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Man, I'm hoping does something, because nobody was expecting Mephisto in the tech show. So yeah. Who knows what we could get here.
Although Mephisto, because Sacha Baron Cohen playing Mephisto, again, that was just great how they did him. So there is some bright points, which again doesn't get said enough, especially from Ironheart. Like, yes, we did finally get Mephisto. It may have taken a while because we kept on summoning this man almost every other show. But when we finally did get him, again, it was pretty cool to watch. So, but yeah, just overall with the year with Marvel, you guys, look, you're playing conservative and understandably so to an extent. But next year, you're going to get a lot more because Gunn and DC are rolling forward, and right now, they're looking pretty solid. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, just really with the year, guys, before we go on to our anime reviews and then our comic pulls, this year has, like I said before, it's been fun. It's been some letdowns. It's been up and down, but overall, in the world of gaming and the world of movies, television, comics, things of that nature, It hasn't been bad. We can only hope for next year it's going to be a little bit more on the up inside. And again, Marvel, this is going back to you. Have some faith in your IPs. That's all I'm saying. But with that being said, as my camera has frozen, fellas, I know, as Lee said, this is our last show for the year of 2025. Did we have any anime TV updates before we go to comics?
Joe, because I know you've had some series that you've talked a lot about or put a lot of us onto. Any shows you're watching or shows to be on the lookout for?
May I ask one final thing? As I said, Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider of Zets because it's the first time we're doing simulcasting. That one Spider-Man series we talked about a little bit earlier, and I guess Will left entirely.
His camera froze. So.
It's the camera.
What else? We got so many big things come out at once. I just don't remember them all. It's hard to keep track of everything these days.
I will say about Kamen Rider, so that was kind of the twist in the last episode. So it's gonna be turned out the person that's like, that's kind of cold-blooded of old boy.
Yeah, you learn in Kamen Rider if you're when there's an organization involved, they're usually shady, they're not always on the up and up.
Right. And I mean, it's kind of almost to the point to where the second rider was like, the person that you think is backing you up.
So yeah, also I just don't have a chance to watch a lot of stuff like you guys do, just because I'm always at work or I'm at the card shop working. So there's that. So what little time I do have is like trying to catch up on all the shows that we are supposed to watch. New Digimon has been very good.
Yeah,
a lot of people are complaining that. That was something I put in the group chat. I think we got the 2 English leads for the English dub for Digimon Beat Break.
I'll go look.
One of them is Zeno Jones.
Yes, Zeno Robinson. He judged.
Thank you.
Yeah, which that dude was.
Oh yeah, the guy from the comic shop. Comic shop web. Yeah, he's gonna be voicing, and then you have Risa May, who will be voicing Gekomon. Yeah.
So it's doing one up to where they're fast tracking the English dub, which is always a good thing. That's
Thank
a good
God.
thing.
Yeah.
Even though people are complaining, we're on going on episode 11 or 12, and Gekomon is still not Digivolved, but you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, I will say this about Kamen Rider, that ever since Joe did put me on Zets, that has been actually. I mean, I love Black Sun. I love Black Sun Kamen Rider, but this one for Zets, I really have enjoyed it.
And now Tubi has all of Space Sheriff Gavin on it.
Yeah, so I'm definitely liking that. Outside of that, let's see. Yeah, Fallout again. I'm not gonna go into spoilers for that one. Episode 1 picks up right after episode 1 of the second season picks up right after season 1. So some nice, interesting characters that have been introduced. I will leave it at that. Stranger Things, let's be honest, we were not gonna get any new episodes till after Christmas. All I gotta say is, Will, about effing time. And welcome to Derry. I know I'm late to the party on this one because I'm about 6 episodes in. Jesus, Pennywise is a diabolical person, a diabolical clown. I'll give him that.
So I'm not going to watch it, but from what I understand, because I just have friends telling me about it, he is experiencing the entire timeline of both it and Welcome to Derry all at once, because whatever he is, that's how he views time or experiences time.
As one big old cycle, yes.
I said my theory is he is. If you, I don't know if you played Rebirth at all or like kept up with the story for Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
I think he is doing what Sephiroth is doing in the new trilogy of Final Fantasy VII. I think he has reached his end. I think we saw him die in real time, and now it's bouncing backwards to his previous iterations. and now he is like, it's basically, I think his memories are like ping ponging through,
So
because at one point he yells at the girl about like, oh, your son is a little ish and it made my life hell, and him and his friends literally kill me. And she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And he's like, I don't know either. It's literally all the same. Today, tomorrow, past, present. I don't know what's what.
Yeah. So he's basically pulling a Time Lord. He's pulling a Doctor Who on his own timeline.
Yeah, but I think it's we were talking about this on Blurred's Eye, and none of us could think of the name. Who was the mutant in Days of Future Past that kept getting them out of situations because it's like, oh, I'll send a message to my past self.
Kitty
It wasn't Kitty. It was like a native. It was like a new X-Men. Like we only saw him for that one movie.
Oh, Warpath.
Warpath, I think.
Okay.
So remember how Warpath was like, "Hey, I send messages to my past self so that."
Oh no, not Warpath. Forge.
Was it Forge?
Was it Forge in Days of
Forge
Future
was
Past?
only 4 Native Americans in all of X-Men.
Hold on.
Was Forge in Days of Futures Past though? Was he?
I know Forge was in it because they shoot him and then he bounces the lasers off and uses a weapon. But basically we got a lot of
Kitty is
X-Men.
the one who projects Wolverine back into the past.
Right.
Which is not how her powers work in the least.
Well, yeah. But look who wrote and directed it.
I mean, there's literally only 4 Native American X-Men off the top of my head. That's Warpath, Jonathan Proudstar, Forge, and Danny Moonstar.
I can't remember the person that sat there and had that ability in Days of Futures Past. I can't think of an answer in my life right now.
Hold on there. So the X-Men Attack survivors: Kitty Pryde, Colossus, Blink, Warpath, Bishop Iceman, and Sunspot.
Warpath.
Okay, so I think he might be pulling a Warpath with less control. I think he might be, as he is awake, he is getting memories from other times he's awake, but they end up slightly breaking the cycle.
That's not his mutant ability either. Warpath is basically the same thing as Juggernaut. Once he gets moving, nothing stops him.
Well, I don't know which mutant it was. I just remember in the future of Days of Future Past, like when they basically undo the first failed mission and they're like, hey, he sends messages to his past self to let us know what not. Basically, whatever that mutant is, I think that's what Pennywise is doing, but less consciously. I think between like that and what Sephiroth is doing in this, what is technically we now know is a new Final Fantasy VII timeline.
Yeah.
I think he is, as he is awake, he is experiencing, but he's been in such a cycle for so long. And at the end of the show,
it's all the same.
They disturb the cycle. So
Yeah.
he ends up getting an extra day out of when he should be asleep. And I think that low-key is messing with his head. So when he's out there terrorizing the kids and he's like, yeah, I don't understand how time works. It all is a blur to me. And I'm also like, but you're also never awake this long. So he's probably getting a peek at what comes next.
Mm-hmm.
But up until this point has been trying to kill this kid's mom just off of intuition, which was probably coming from his future self. But now that he's awake, which is technically supposed to be towards his next cycle, which is movie 1 and 2, he's probably getting a hint at what is supposed to happen to him.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised.
Literally sounds like that one episode from Black Dynamite where the ninja is talking to him at this point.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty much it.
I wouldn't be surprised if the next, because we're going backwards to each cycle, which each season. So I wouldn't be surprised if he is coming back with new knowledge and we are seeing the same timelines play out, but with slight curveballs from him.
Yeah.
'Cause we're seeing a lot of new treachery and activity in this show to the point where you're like, and you're telling me everyone just forgets that these things happen. Like
And
my
the
man, the Deadlights hit more kids than a Call of Duty nuke. The Deadlight hit enough kids to call in a Call of Duty nuke at one point and was just like, so you're telling me y'all just slept this off like this. But it's an interesting show. I like what they're doing with it. I don't think the time travel thing is a one-off. I think we're going to get more clarity.
Yeah.
Learning more about The Shining and how that power works. I'm hoping we see some kind of flashback with him and the turtle in this beef that they've had for like millennia.
Right. That's why I said when I was watching, I'm like, dude, I'm going to have to go back and reread The Shining, reread Dr. Sleep, reread It. Because I think, let's see, It, Dr. Sleep, The Shining, I think that should be the only 3 books I need to read. But no, I had to go back and reread those. So I was like, that's because I know I'm only on episode. I'm on 2 episodes. I'm about to be on episode 7 of Welcome to Derry, but I'm not knocking it. It's been great. Took me a while because, again, for anybody that doesn't know, I have a fear of clowns and I have to stay away from certain places because I will strike. Don't believe me. There's a guy at Chuck E. Cheese that reminds me every time I go to Chuck E. Cheese, hey, you're the guy that hit me in the chest, and I gotta apologize all the time. So, but if you haven't seen Welcome to Derry, you're not gonna miss it. Hey, Kira, they changed Dr. Sleep a lot from the book. Okay, because I'm gonna be honest, I drew such
everyone is saying the little girl in Dr. Sleep would absolutely obliterate Pennywise now that they have seen some of his feats on the TV show, which I haven't seen it. I can't remember if it's the new I don't know if it's the TV show or the movie that's new, but I know
the movie because TV show's been out for a while, so it's got to be the movie.
Okay, because I know in one of the new series, Stephen King's, Dick Halloran is a ghost in that show.
Yeah,
and trying to teach a kid how to use the shine. Mm-hmm. Seeing the whole black spot thing happen. Losing 2 juke joints in 1 year. Yeah, man, TV has been. We should pay the clown.
Yeah,
but TV, I think this has been a baller year for TV. I'm just hoping that the people in charge don't just shoot themselves in the foot going into next year and try to nickel and dime everything. Like, leave these people alone, let them tell their stories. Stuff is great. It's been a great year for gaming. It's been a great year for television. Speaking of gaming, apparently, I don't know if we ever covered the Horizon Zero clone Tencent.
Yeah, we said.
Light got removed from everywhere.
What was it called again?
I just put Light of Motoram. Apparently they settled just now, or settled yesterday, and the game has been removed from all storefronts, which I just played through Horizon. Great game. I very much understand why that is one of the new PlayStation classics. My God.
Oh, yeah, it's fun. You just finished the Frozen Wilds DLC, didn't you?
13 hours in this chair. I didn't know why I did that to myself.
Damn. I will say this from the anime side as well. Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. If you haven't watched it, it is definitely fun. Don't let kids watch it. May I ask for one final thing? I'm with Joe on that one. Good. One Punch Man, thank you for finally giving us battles. Really appreciate it. Apothecary Diaries, I am still making my way past. I'm still making my way to the current. I'm on episode 5, so I still got a ways to go before I'm caught up. Togen Anarchy. Again, if you're in that area of Jujutsu Kaisen, of One Punch Man, that anime is going to be up your alley. The rest of these guys, of course, we did say goodbye to My Hero Academia. They did wrap up their anime. Again, was the best way to. I thought that was pretty cool. Gachi Akuda's going on, and if you don't believe that, the memes are already out there of the latest episode of the windows down and the shades are on, and depending on which song is being attached to it, those are always fun ones. But yeah, that's the only ones that I have for anime and television. So, fellas, before we do get to our comics and get to wrap up, this will be the time that I think we all want to go around. Like I said, this is our final episode of the year for 2025. I know I definitely want to say again, first to everybody, thank you all for watching, for rocking with us for another year of episodes. I cannot, from the bottom of my heart, say thank you enough for people that liked, that shared, that let people know about this. Whether you watch us on YouTube, you listen to us on your various podcasts, I just want to say again, thank you all that actually did hop in and join on at any time we're online. We appreciate that. I also want to say to Joe and Tafari, again, thank you guys again for another year of rocking with me. As we pilot this going merry on this wonderful internet highway. I cannot think of 2 other guys that I cannot think of that literally bring a lot more things to certain aspects that I did not know, and I'm learning more about from you guys. So again, I want to thank y'all both. But yeah, anything y'all guys want to add before we go into comics and wrap it up?
It's been a great year.
Getting something from earlier in the year.
Try it one more time, Joe.
I feel like we're all forgetting something from earlier in the year.
TV, gaming, or movie wise? Because there was a lot.
I would say it's either movie or TV.
I mean, Ianu was a series that came out. Yeah. Daredevil.
Wakanda.
Eyes of Wakanda. Hey, thank you for everything and Godspeed to the entire cast of My Hero Academia, because I know they just recorded their final lines this week. One Punch Man. Trying to think. Demon Slayer.
I can't. My mind's drawn to play.
Bleach is coming to Fortnite now, which I guess that means their new season's getting ready to roll out.
Yep, and the other part of the 1,000-year Blood War is going to be coming right back out in springtime. So we're going to be covering that part.
Finally sat through it, and I get it now. Not that I didn't doubt it, but K-pop Demon Hunter.
Hey, K-pop Demon Hunters is addictive. I'm not going to lie. I was watching that with the kids the other day. I can see why it's popular.
Look, I understand the cult phenomenon, but I feel like J-pop crawled so K-pop could run. I am very much taken back to the days of Teen Titans and Hi Puffy Amiyumi.
Fair enough. But yeah, Joe, I can't think of one. If we did,
said it's just something. I mean, we got Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah, Twisted Metal is another one. That was good. I actually like how they did the tournament. I like how they did the tournament.
I think we had the last bit of Daima. We had My Hero Vigilantes, last bit of Fire Force, Dr. Stone, Kaiju number 8, Don Gachakuda.
I got nothing.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I know what he's talking about, and it's escaping me. So I'm just going through my watch list really fast and seeing if.
Yep, we covered that one too. Gachakuda.
Sakamoto Days on Netflix.
Yeah.
We also Pocket Theory Diaries.
Yeah,
that one. Covered that too.
This Jake Paul fight that I'm not gonna watch.
Nobody's watching it. Supposedly Dave Chappelle's releasing a special right after that.
That is the ultimate middle finger. I'm good with that. I'm trying to think what other movies we might have seen this year. I just went through all the ones that I got invited to.
Here said Joe beat me to it. The Apothecary Diaries. I can't think of one. I'm gonna be honest. My mind's drawing a blank of what we're missing.
We've had a lot of Mech Warrior stuff.
Yeah.
Like in like January or March, like in the first 3 months.
Let me check my poke then, because I know I've had some stuff. Let's see.
Television wise, at the beginning of the year.
Doctor Who.
Right. Okay, that's the one I was kind of out the loop. The doc is different, swapped out this year, right?
Yeah, they. I agree.
It's weird.
Well, to recap, because again, Mr. Nagawa only stayed on for one season, so
2 seasons.
Oh, it was 2. I'm sorry, my bad. 2 seasons, and then after the second season, going into the holiday special, of course, the transformation happened, and we saw Billy. And to the dismay of a lot of Whovians, we're not sure if Doctor Who is going to continue from a television standpoint. From the radio audio side of it, it's still continuing. But as of right now, there is no information on if we're going to see new Doctor Who episodes yet.
No, they said we are. It's coming, but Christmas special is coming next year.
Okay.
It just won't be with Disney. They're not parting. BBC won't go back to Disney.
Well, don't blame them, but no. Okay. So we are going to get it. So, okay, my bad. So we are going to get a Christmas episode. I see that. It makes me nervous that they're being quiet. Usually Doctor Who, you get nervous when you don't hear anything. But then again, I'm going to be honest, BBC's running the show. They have a different way of how they do episodes and things of that nature, so I'll leave it at that.
Anything else, Joe, or is that the one you were thinking of?
Was that Doctor Who, or was that something else?
I think it was because we were all tuned into Shooty Got was Doctor Who to see where it went.
Yeah.
Other than that, the only other thing I didn't bring up was the Snow White remake, and I'm not gonna lie, that is the one movie I slept through this year. I even if I still need to watch the original, I could not make it through that thing. I don't know if it was just Dallas traffic that makes me tired, or how far the movie was. They rented out one of the bigger theaters in Dallas. I was ordering snacks to keep myself that. Look, all I said was I saw the film. That was the nicest thing I could say about it. Rachel Ziegler did a good job. Haven't seen Wicked for Good, but I'm going to take you guys' word for it that it's
Wait, do you want to go see Wizard of Oz slightly 2 steps to the left and you turn your neck slightly? There you go.
I'm seeing. Oh well, shoot. My wife got me watching Wicked, and I was apprehensive at first. So I watched it. I'm like, okay.
Even Wicked was on limited showtime today because James Cameron. Like when I say like everything is getting shoved out, Wicked, which is still I'm pretty sure got another 2 months in theaters, is over here like, hey, you get this one room because James Cameron is here. I'm just like, Jesus, this freaking guy.
Yeah, and no one's showing up.
Are they really?
They say this is the worst performing one of the 3.
And he still has a guaranteed third movie.
Oh, so they're still gonna give him
the third movie.
Oh, is Fire and Ash third movie? I thought the next one after that one was third movie.
Avatar 2, Avatar 3, Fire and Ash.
Oh, okay.
This is the worst performing one of the 3.
Here comes Avatar 4, the Earthbending Masters, and then the game that I've seen nobody. The game I've seen nobody play keeps getting DLC, so someone is making it.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, the game is actually solid.
Avatar Last Airbender game?
No, that the last one they dropped was awful. The Avatar, what is it, Eyes of Pandora or whatever? There's a game for the Avatar franchise.
Yeah, Eyes of Pandora.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Like, I don't think it's bad, but I haven't seen anyone play it that wasn't paid to do like a promoted thing for it. But I see they keep dropping DLC, so I'm like, there's a fandom for y'all somewhere. And I don't know. People loved Avatar enough to kick Endgame out of its number 1 spot after like 3 months. So,
well, I mean, if you think about it, outside of Avatar and Dragon Ball Xenoverse, who still gets continue to get support?
I mean, I both apparently. Like the fact that they're like Xenoverse, I get it. That Dragon Ball MMO fandom is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just making a third game, we didn't need to. We didn't. But
we didn't need 4 movies. You're right.
It feels like the fossils in Hollywood are just like, well, damn, he kept us on a leash for 25 years. Let's at least see what he had to make.
Right.
Because the fact that he had the patent so long, the Avatar cartoon had to change their title.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact that they've had 2 going on 3 versions of that show just for them to be like, hey, man, if the next one is called, what is it, the Firebending Masters, we riot. And now here we are with Fire and Ash.
It's that close. It's that close.
Which now we're about to have an entire run of a live action Avatar series, which that kid's growth spurt came through so quick. I think Sozin's Comet might have already passed for the second time.
So again, are we gonna get Avatar? Are we about to get Avatar: The Last Airbender, the college years?
Maybe Sozin's Comet 2 Electric Boogaloo. I don't know. But it's been a fun year, man. We've had a lot of great shows. I think Dragon Ball Daima wrapped up beginning of this year as well.
Daima wrapped up right before the summer, I think.
Yeah, man, Daima was a good run. I know we all went to
Daima was an okay run. Let's not be generous.
It was nice. It was nice to have Dragon Ball back on my television.
It was. I'm about to say because Super is going to get an arc. We know that, but it was just nice to have something. It was nice to have something, Joe. Something.
I need Beastars to hurry up with their final little bit.
Nice to put a plot hole in there. Formally say that Super Saiyan 4 is worse than God in Blue and Ultra Instinct. Confirm that literally if you're not a Saiyan or a human, you're probably a demon somehow.
Oh, I know about the plot hole you're talking about.
Good things, as usual, the only good things about Dragon Ball are involving Bulma and Vegeta.
I mean, yeah, because Vegeta's not going to let anything happen to Bulma.
I mean, that is the most Toriyama-esque thing he could do before passing. It's just like, I'm just going to put all this stuff here and not explain it, and to the pearly gates I go. I will...
Confirm Vegeta is a boob guy. Confirms Vegeta prefers to bathe with wife.
Also, he potentially has a shame kink?
Yes.
Over in Super?
Oh, he does.
Him and Goku potentially, or potentially Saiyan men like to be dominated.
Yeah, the fact you take away something from them, they power up just as much as they're getting whooped in a fight.
Well, that in the episode where they both grew beards, apparently, and they're just like, I prefer a strong woman. It's like, yeah, that's why I married Chi-Chi, and Piccolo's like, so that's what it's been all of. Like, it finally makes sense after all these years, and it very much explains your son's choice of women.
Pretty much.
Because my God, Vidal was the most aggressive ass person. It's your son was the quiet guy who dated the loud chick at the restaurant because he's not going to tell the waiter that he ordered extra ketchup, but someone has to.
Pretty much. But yeah, so it's definitely been an interesting year for 2025, and like we said, with that being said, it's the review that we do have for this. Like I said, we want to know your opinions. Like I said, I know Kira, you're watching. Like again, the things that you liked and you expected. Let us know as we definitely done that from our end. But yeah, any other news, guys, before we go into comics for the last time of 2025?
I mean, I know we all had like some solo adventures. I know you guys had some conventions or events like in the Middle Tennessee area. What is that? I know you guys did like Free Comic Book Day and some stuff down there. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Janelle Monáe and Megan Thee Stallion this year, that was dope. Getting to meet the Boondocks cast, ending the year on Devin Mack and nerding out with that guy, getting to meet a Sonic was very much a cool experience. Yeah, man, convention season was fun this year. Doing the podcasting thing was fun. Getting to do my anime hot takes, which still has people upset, and hopefully get to do another one.
You still got folks arguing in the comments. And how old is that post now? Going on 3 months?
6 months. I did that joint back in late June, early July.
Oh, my bad. So yeah, 6 months.
That's not even a full list of stuff. And then now there are people walking up with whole trifold boards and just saying out loud, like, y'all got mad at me. Like, I get they were inspired, but I did not tell anyone to go do this much. Like, and then dude came back with the trifold a second time to read off more obscene things.
That man came at the ready, which I thought was interesting.
But yeah, I see you guys have had like adventures in you guys' area too, which seems pretty cool. Like, I know some of that stuff you guys had going on.
Yeah, I know for me and Joe, we attend. I know I got to attend at least one con this year, multi-center multi-con. There were some things that did happen. I'm not going to badmouth what's going to be said. I wasn't a part of the planning or the booking or logistics. It was a little bit on the smaller side this year, which again, there's a reason. But like I said, I'm not a part of it. Can't speak on it. I was just like I said, that's usually one of the bigger cons in Nashville that happened. But I know I got to attend that. Joe, I know he got to attend way more cons than I did. So. Joe, feel free to speak on any cons that you went to or you want to bring up.
I think the only thing I went to, aside from I went to MTAC for all of an hour and a half.
Damn.
And then Free Comic Book Day, and then Music City Multicon, and then some Ghostbusters stuff. But that's really not... That's pretty much it, because like I don't really go anywhere now that I'm living in my apartment because that costs more money. So gotta pay bills.
Understood. But no, yeah, Free Comic Book Day again. Shout out to Rick's Comic City because again they are always come clutch, especially whenever it does come to Free Comic Book Day. I know this year I forgot. I know they. Correct me if I'm wrong on the show. It wasn't this year, but the year before they had Jason Foss there as a comic book signing. That might have been the year before. That might have been 2024, not 2025. But again, still fun to go there, especially on Free Comic Book Day. I love taking my kids to Free Comic Book Day, and it's always funny when they ask questions on what they can and can't take, and the owners there always say, "Oh, you can take this," and they're being extremely generous when it comes to kids. So I always want to definitely show them love for that. But yeah, like I said, 2025 in all was definitely an interesting year. So for the last time in 2025 for the show, let's go into comics. Before we do that, we do want to show love to Rick's Comic City. Nashville's on one place to go to for comic books. Both locations in Nashville and Clarksville, Tennessee. Of course, their website at rickscomiccity.com. You can go to there for comic books, mangas, Funko Pops, all pop culture. You can definitely go there and find it. Definitely enjoy it. You'll see us on their television screens. We want to show them love because they show us love So definitely check them out. Also, at the same time, guys, if you are not in the Middle Tennessee area, please support your local comic book stores, support your local library, support your indie artists, support everybody that's not a part of a conglomeration or part of Amazon. Why? Because their dollars and everything else can be needed at the same time. Exposure is always needed. If you don't believe me, look at Midnight Comics, look at Concrete Comics, look at Wingless Comics. I can keep going down the list, but let's just say for all those independent comic book writers and storytellers, things of that nature, please check them out. You will not be disappointed. That being said, hey, Bama, well, yeah, boobies. Yeah, we know you're here, Bama. As always, Bama won. Really? I did not see us beating Oklahoma tonight, but roll tide. That being said, Joe, I do see the other comic books up, sir. So whenever you're ready.
All right, we got a lot, so we're going to be doing some quick ones and some longer ones. We got DCKO, Wonder Woman versus Lobo. This is round 3. The complete list of every fight is listed down below. This is written by Joella Jones, who previously wrote the Yara Flor Wonder Girl series with art by Howard Johnson, Carrie Nord, and Daniel Bayliss. It's just a giant fight between Lobo and Wonder Woman. Lobo takes the first match. Unfortunately, makes a mistake because in this fight you can change your reality versions of yourself.
Yep.
In between rounds to try to gain the upper hand. Lobo, for whatever reason, becomes New 52 Lobo and just gets the shit beat out of him. And then Lobo loses again in the finale because the main man decides to take away Lobo's immortality for this fight.
Although I think that was more of a kink getting beat down by 3 Amazons, but that's just
no argument. Green Lantern Corps number 11. The new Green Lantern cast comes in. This is written by Morgan Hampton with art by Will Conrad, French Carmano, and Max Dunbar. The biggest thing out of this one is the Green Lantern recruits get to learn new powers, and one of Kyle Rayner's original villains have come back, Effigy. For those that are aware, Effigy is kind of like the prototype Red Lantern. We have not seen him in a good long while, but he came back. John has to work with Ellie, much to John's uncomfortableness. The fact that he's technically working with his dead sister as a living construct. Solid book. I'm still enjoying Green Lantern Corps, but I always usually do. There's very few runs of Green Lantern I don't like. So
again, the fact that John's like, she's not my sister, but she's family. Really, Dominic Toretto? All right.
I mean, so and then we learned that the big bad may be looming in the shadows for this because someone let Effigy out of Mogo.
Yeah.
And Effigy's like, I don't want anything to do with this. I did not mean to kill her. I just thought she was a construct. She doesn't die though, but and he just like, look, man, I just want to get out of here. I don't want any part of this. I'm peacing out.
Very much. Well, it was still a good book.
Yep. This is round 5. It is Harley Quinn versus Zatanna, and this is written by Leah Williams, art by Marca Andolfo, and colors by Romano Fernando Jr. It is Harley and then Zatanna again, but Zatanna doesn't really like killing people, but Harley forces her to do it. So, because they're friends.
Yeah.
But like, this is one of the things like, you're going to have to learn to take a life, and Harley's just going to have to teach her that hard lesson.
I kind of feel like this was a throwaway battle because I'm like, Zatanna, really? She would mop the floor with Harley Quinn. But I'm like, you know what? I was worried that this would be I was really at first thought it was going to be a throwaway issue. But okay, I see what they did. Harley was like, okay, there's no way I can win this, but I could basically turn her aggression and make it powerful. So I'm like, okay, I see what you did there. It's not bad.
Next up, we got Wonder Woman number 28. This is the finale of the Mice Man series. This is written by Tom King with art by Daniel Sampier, George Fornes, and colors by Temu Mori. So this is split up between the repercussions of everything going on, getting the world back to normal. And then in years from now, we see the Matriarch, which is just an older version of Diana, just like killing her entire rogues gallery.
Right.
And then Batman and Superman's like, you know, there are going to be repercussions for you. It's like, talking to my daughter. There are going to be no repercussions.
See, I will say this, because I thought it was going to be another Tom King hit and miss. I'm like, you know what? I do like this Matriarch angle. This is different.
Mm-hmm.
This is Diana without remorse and hesitation. So no, I will say that line did actually save the issue for me. So yeah, it was good too.
Jumping on over, we got Black Cat number 5. This is written by G. Willow Wilson with art by Gleb Melkinov and colors by Brian Reber. Getting set up by Tombstone, Black Cat goes to jail team and then gets bailed up by MJ, and they just have like a giant girl talk, and then she goes and tosses like 2 punches of Tombstone, then they talk. It's a big talking issue, but they kind of need it to like move the plot forward and develop what's going on a little bit more. Also, apparently she can easily translate the lizard's hissing talk.
I know lizards and felines had that type of connection.
You know, they both hiss.
I guess. I'm not knocking it. I guess somebody's got to be a translator for lizards somehow.
You know. Solid issue all around. Black Panther Intergalactic. This is written by Victor Lavelle with art by Stefano Nessi and colors by Brian Valencia. How did you feel about this?
It's not bad. I know what they're trying to do, because you're basically trying to start the you're really trying to still stay within the lines of post-imperial. You're trying to actually you're trying to keep the intergalactic line going as far as the story. It's interesting, especially the surprise at the end. So I'm willing to see where they go with it, because it's either going to be one or two things. Either it's gonna, and again, I'm not gonna say what those 2 reasons are, because it would spoil this issue. I will just confer with Joe by issue number 2 whether I'm right or wrong about a certain group being involved.
Yeah. I mean, they're not really doing anything with T'Challa right now anyways, outside of Jed McKay's Avengers book. So, I mean, he pretty much they have carte blanche to do whatever they want with them. So,
yeah.
Plus, moving them into an intergalactic thing. I was listening to another podcast today, and they really do need to shore up the cosmic aspect, because if anything, Marvel's got cosmic on lock, because like DC's got magic on lock. And I know Dan Abnett's going to come back and like run the cosmic aspect like he used to back during Annihilation. So really looking forward to that. But yeah, what Will said is true. I want to see if it's who I think it is.
Yeah. I mean, but if it is, it'll make an interesting story.
Oh yeah.
If it's who, like I said before, if issue 2 works out the way I'm guessing it will, it would make for an interesting story.
We got Nova Centurion number 2. Speaking of Jed McKay, written by Jed McKay, art by Alvaro Lopez and Mateo Della Forte. We get some fighting between the actual person Ravenous, who is an old Nova Corps thing. He's one of the people responsible during Annihilation that took out all of Xandar and pretty much killed the entire Nova Corps. Yeah. Also, we're dealing with Cammy, who is not quite Drax's adopted daughter, but kind of is, but kind of not. She's just now kicking around the Marvel Cosmic, just like doing her own BS. But Rich gets in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm okay with it. I think this is where Jed McKay is at his best, where he's working on characters like Nova and Moon Knight, to where he's like isn't beholden to too much. I think he is like weirdly the inverse of not Grant Morrison, the writer of the New Avengers, where he is terrible with non-ensemble books.
Yeah.
Like his Superman was god-awful, and thank God they took him off of that book and put Josh Williamson on it. But like when he writes New Avengers or some ensemble books, he's great. Jed MacKay is the opposite, where he's good at single character books, but not good at large ensemble books.
Very much.
Because his X-Men is but also right now no one really cares because X-Men's on this like 6-month storyline hiatus.
Yep. So he's got some time to work with it.
Yep. But still, Nova, fantastic. Again, I'm being biased because I'm a huge Nova person, so we'll pick this up when it hits trade. Ultimate Spider-Man number 23. This is the penultimate issue. This is written by Jonathan Hickman, art by Mark Checchetto. There is no cover page. I just wanted to point out Mary Jane's face in this. Mm-hmm. She will murder Otto Octavius given the chance.
And the fact that Otto is completely oblivious.
Oh, yeah. No, that man is the height of what I do.
I was like, it's your children. And it's like I don't know why I read it in a Russian accent. It was like, but it's your children. I have no say in this. It's like, and he's not wrong. It's like you're mad at the wrong person. It's like, don't you could have stopped him. I'm not that parent. It's like what you get mad at him for? But no, this was definitely an interesting issue, especially the fact that Peter's son, now with Venom, of course with Black Cat, are trying to install a device. Damier get caught, only for Peter to jump right into Kingpin's face and just immediately start throwing hands. That was interesting. Yeah, he wrote All-Star Superman, Bama.
I don't remember who. No, he did not write All-Star Superman. Jed MacKay did not write All-Star. We're not talking about Grant Morrison. We're talking about.
That was the question previously. Did Grant Morrison write All-Star Superman? Yeah, that was not Jed MacKay.
Yes, Grant Morrison did write All-Star Superman.
Yeah.
He was a big name at Marvel too, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember his name.
Because I was gonna say, I think it's what Bama meant was that did Grant Morrison write All-Star Superman. But no, for Ultimate Spider-Man, this was interesting. Like I said, a little bit of humor that Mary Jane just has no fear going toward Octavius, going toward Venom. She's really bold about not being afraid to throw hands in this series, which I thought was interesting. But still was good though.
Brian Michael Bendis, that's who I was thinking of.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, for all those interested in the Jake Paul fight, apparently he went down around. Paul went down around.
Yeah, I just saw it. Thank God, because even having Silva and Woodley on the undercard very much felt like some gloaty shit.
Yeah.
Also, looking at this dude, this is not. You shouldn't have taken this fight. You shouldn't have gotten in the ring with this dude.
Oh, is he fighting an actual boxer for a change, and not somebody retired or well past their prime?
A boxer who looks like he is built like a brick-ish house.
Well, it's what's his face? I can't think of his name to save my life right now. I want to say he's still in his prime. He was fighting a prime boxer, Joshua something. It was Joshua something. I can't think of the guy's name to save the last guy's name to save my life right now. But
well, as long as he gets knocked the fuck out, and the universe will continue.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, full on knockdown.
Yeah, it was a full on. Yeah, it was a round 6 KO.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so he did get knocked out.
Speaking of other things we like, G.I. Joe, the Dreadnought War. Joshua Williamson wrote this. Tom Riley drew it, and Jordi Belair colored it. We're still in Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing with the Dreadnoughts.
Yeah,
holding Cobra Commander and Duke hostage. They're having a barbecue and chainsaw party. That is a thing. Meanwhile, Destro is learning, oh shit, I can't run Cobra on my own. I actually need Cobra Commander to do this job.
That's still funny that Destro, of all people, realized he has a management problem.
And then G.I. Joe goes to rescue everybody. And I think the giant energy beam may have come from Hound, but I can't be too sure.
Probably. I'll bet on that.
But yeah,
I'll bet on that. But yeah, Destro has figured out that a merge beam that personnel management is not his strong suit. That's about the best way to sum up this issue.
Also, I love that Colonel Hawk or Colonel Joe Colton fires onto Destro's head specifically because he knows that the bullets are going to ricochet off and cause a distraction.
And he didn't miss. 3 shots and did not miss. But just Destro was like, I cannot believe it. And his compadre, his companion was like, yeah, we should have expected this.
VR Troopers number 5. This is written by Megan Scott, covered by J.P. Jordan, and illustrated by Sebastian Piez. They go take on Emperor Grum at Vector Industries, along with Ryan and Ryan's mom. And Grum's like, okay, we balling. Bring out his dad.
Yeah. That was still funny. The whole mother, stay, keep your hands off my son. It's like, but you almost took out one of his compadres, but okay. So like, that's what he'll do. He'll turn your loved ones against you as your dad pops up.
Yep.
Interesting.
Starship Godzilla number 3. This is written by Chris Gotch, art by Oliver Ono, and letters by Hassan Thing. This is just so good looking. Oh my god, I love this book so much. It looks so awesome. We see that the primary antagonists for this comic are going to be the Xalians, which are the keepers of King Ghidorah from Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monsters and Destroy All Monsters, the Godzilla movies. They are not harvesting, but trying to enslave kaiju, and a rebellion force tries to take them out and also hits on Anya, I think is her name.
Yeah.
Ayla.
Ayla.
As she just goes into town, promising not to cause any trouble, and immediately finds trouble.
That freaking fast. Like literally, what's the next page? I'm not going to cause you trouble. A few moments later.
Hands her grandmother the one thing she got from the bazaar. No, great artwork, good story. I love the character designs. I like the callbacks to the old Godzilla movies. I still really did the fact that this is really more about just like, it's kind of like the Macross or Space Battleship Yamato, where this isn't really about Mechagodzilla. This is about the people that live and function in Mechagodzilla in an alien society.
But still fun to read though. Although they never did answer the question of what happened behind the first issue, because I'm like, you're now in what, 5 issues in?
3.
Oh, 3. Sorry. So you're 2 issues in, and you have not addressed what happened at the end of the first issue, which I thought was interesting.
Now they did in issue 2. He just played it off as something happened. I think it's just been a while because we have not been looking at comics for like almost a month because of shenanigans.
Yeah, he did kind of give an excuse, and it was kind of like, okay. And it was kind of, half received. I should put it that way. But yeah, you're right.
We do see that the Xalians find Space Godzilla, though.
Yeah, which would be interesting.
Which, on a side note, they finally did confirm that Space Godzilla is going to be the main antagonist of the next Kong Godzilla movie. And the community rightfully went, well, no shit, it's called Supernova.
Just saying.
Who are you fooling?
How's the best way we can say this? It's, the fine print was right there. Just thanks for joining with the rest of us.
I mean, your options are really limited because you've already killed Ghidorah. You've already killed Mechagodzilla.
Uh-huh.
Your only real options are Gigan and Space Godzilla at this point.
Yep. So choose accordingly.
And I don't think they can use Biollante because I'm fairly certain, like 80% sure. I was going to say 99, but I can really room for error. 80% sure Biollante is going to be the main antagonist in -0. which means, and Destroya is man-made. So
I can see that. The more I think about it, I can see
literally
that.
only have 2 space alien kaiju left to use.
Yeah. Unless they want to recycle, but I hope they don't. But no, you got a point. Makes sense.
And that's all the comics.
All right. So thank you for that. So as we do wrap up, guys, like we said, this is going to be our final episode of. We just said, yeah.
I put it in all the group chats. Hey man, that dude did not accept the take a dive clause. Because you know what's getting me the most about how he goes down? It's not even that he landed good hits. These are hits that were available to like the last 5 people that we just watched them not take.
Pretty much.
Like that last shot, definitely. I think his jaw definitely is broken.
Mm-hmm.
But literally, Tyron Woodley had that same chance like 3 times and then backed up. Tyson had that shot like every round and then kept biting his gloves.
And this is why I say, and I will always say this is why Tyson held back. You could argue, I say, look, I will say it all the time. Tyson held back because he could have
think
that man.
The other 2 accepted the payday, but this guy's like, I'm probably not going to get the money, but I'm going to make a bigger name for myself knocking this dude out.
Why am I looking down and the morning routine guy is there?
I'm
like,
just
the guy who does
the guy that's
the whole wash my face. Why is he in the crowd? Why is he there?
The Saratoga water guy?
Yes, it's right there next to Anthony. I don't know why that's making me laugh so. Bama, Bama, I want you to go watch that fight. Watch the highlights of that fight. And every time Tyson bites his gloves, there is a shot that is open that he does not take. The first time he fought Tyron Woodley, he was up against the ropes, and the same shots that he just took that knocked him out were available, and Woodley just backed off. Yeah. And it was just like, what? So I'm very glad. I'm very glad the Django Unchained Mandingo fights are over because it was getting exhausting.
And hence why I was sitting there saying, because I'm like, everybody said Tyson was going to kill him. Understand, Tyson's in his 60s. Oh, no, sorry. He's in his 50s, about to go into his 60s. And he still could have killed him.
Him and Roy Jones were those 2 uncles. You just got to let them fight. Get between that if you want to. You're going to get hurt.
And the thing
get tired and then be like, all right, go sit down somewhere.
Tyson wasn't too old.
No, Tyson you can be old, but you can still train.
In the boxing world, he's too old.
Yeah, in the boxing world, he is too old.
Yeah, but that's why there's a no headshot clause in his last 2 fights. He's no matter how tough you are, getting hit at that age can do permanent damage to you.
Getting hit by
Rocky Balboa. That was like literally the whole point of the Rocky Balboa movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, getting hit by that man would have been, like I said, he held. There was like Tafara said, him biting the gloves was Tyson holding back.
And even with Roy Jones kept holding him, and you heard it was funny watching them yell at the ref. Roy, you got to stop holding. Do you see who this is? You know I have to hold him. I'm just like, why did you accept this fight?
Right.
It was good to see him in the ring, but the fact that Roy was like, I am doing this for my safety, and we all get it. And then Mike at the end of that fight was like, you guys are asking about him and protect. What about my ass? It's like, Mike, you know I know one's asking if you're okay. We know you're fine. You're not the one in danger.
Just ask Rocky. Muhammad Ali was the same way. Look, those guys.
Now I kind of want to see him fight Sylvester Stallone because I know Sylvester Stallone can legit box.
Yeah, he should be. But anyway, like I said, it's just nice to see. It's just nice to see that man go down because he's not a real boxer, and when he actually fights somebody in his prime, it shows. But like I said, trying to end on a happy. Well, it is on a happy note.
It is a happy note. We're getting a new Dave Chappelle special. It's literally at the bottom of the screen. New Dave Chappelle special coming at the end of this. Just left. But new Chappelle is coming at the end of this, and honestly, the laugh I needed to keep from crying. I don't hate it. Influencer boxing was cool because it was like, hey, here's all the ways you guys aren't making money and you keep giving us the middle finger. You shut down Vine or you give us apps and then cripple us and tell us we don't matter, whatever. but it was cool for a while. Like KSI and because it started in the UK with I'm blanking on the guy's name. KSI and
when he fought somebody.
Him and I'm blanking on who the first fight was, but then the Paul brothers got announced or got into it, so it became the U.S. brothers versus the UK brothers, and it became like an influencer thing. But then they tried to just make 50 different companies. It was like, no, we're not spreading out that much. Make it to
Joe Weller. Is that
yeah. So which UK beef is so rare. It's like it was him and Joe Weller were like getting very heated and like. It was getting to like a physical thing whenever they crossed paths. So they would just like set up a boxing ring. That was the first fight. Then we got the Pauls and all the Tunjis. And then Jake's like, oh, I'm going to go do this thing. And everyone's like, all right, enough. Stop.
Fair.
Y'all had everyone doing, but then everyone was doing boxing matches and everyone made boxing companies. And like, why is Dan the man who does the little like dances in doing celebrity boxing matches?
Although I do miss Celebrity Deathmatch, that's a whole different story. But anyway, like I said, good notes. Paul goes down. New Chappelle series coming out. I got 2 episodes of Dairy I need to get into. So as we wrap this up, guys, I do want us again. Like I said, this is our last episode for 2025. We will return the first week after New Year's after some much-needed rest. But I will throw this first to the man, the legend, the myth. He is always working somewhere. Tafari, sir, you want people to know where they can find you and what you'll be up to while we're out on break?
I think I'm going to take it easy these last couple streams. You can catch me everywhere on all platforms under this name. The gaming channel is just Tafari TV Gaming. Ending on a high note here, 13 hours of the entire Horizon DLC. To the point I didn't know YouTube had stream limits, so I got to figure out how to fuse the part that got cut off to the part that's still there and do a re-upload of that. Horizon Zero Dawn, thank y'all for the recommendation. That was very much a fun run. I fully understand it now. I don't know if I have Death Stranding in my library. Maybe I'll finally see what the hype is on that. Gearing up for the walking marathon to begin next year before some other major changes come along. Probably going to try to finish Rocket Power Beach Bandits because that's been my cozy playthrough as of right now, and probably stream the last of Sonic Crossworlds because I'm just a few tickets away from getting the platinum. I finally did a skit for the Game Awards, which is I think my longest one to date. It's about 10 minutes, like 30 different characters. So what?
So that was very long.
Honestly, I was like, as I was writing it, I was like, how long is this going to be? And I'm like, this might take a minute. But I'm like, I'm wrapping up like 4 or 5 different series or 5 different videos in here. But at the same time, making it easy for anyone who's just jumping in. So a lot of outfits, a lot of headbands, a lot of T-shirts and hoodies I had to change throughout the course of that. Whole lot of fun. Thank y'all for tuning into that. I linked the whole playlist if you want to go back and watch it. Just so in case y'all don't get any of the references, it's there. I may squeeze out one last joke because I know Bleach just got announced for Fortnite, but we shall see. But yeah, check me out over here. Check out the gaming channel, which is linked on my main page. Shorts and little anniversary stuff is still here. And then my final video I do every year, which is my Sonic Adventure Knuckles in Real Life series. I need to start getting together now because I have all the clips finally. And now I just need to throw them in order.
All right. Thank you, sir. And another man that always stays busy, but is always doing something. Joe, let people know what you're doing, where you'll be found, sir. Also, you're muted.
We're still doing this. This is going to be a constant thing, guys. This is just how much goes on in my life. We did the Christmas potluck yesterday. Very tasty. A lot of good food. I'll be at Middle Tennessee Gaming as always. I'm at work as always. Please don't come visit me at my actual job. Come visit me at the card shop. Other than that, streaming wise, probably just going to keep rerunning some MechWarrior stuff until I get the urge to tackle side quest Hell and Digimon. There are a couple other games I'm going to probably try in streaming now, like that Fantasy Relink game that came out. That's the action RPG. We may do that. I don't know what we're going to stream. More than likely, it's just going to be more giant robots with lasers. Or I can do dispatch and run a different route. It's going to be really hard not to do Invisigal, though.
Same. I'm crowdfunding for it on my channel, but like the second I played that game, I'm like,
I don't necessarily need them to add in the Blue Blazer sex scenes that they cut. It's just they don't invest as much time into Blue Blazer as they do for Invisigal, because this is essentially her and Robert's story.
hey man, I feel like Malevola was trying to throw her hat in the ring and they just didn't pay her any attention.
Well, I mean, only because we got rid of her I chose to get rid of her boyfriend. So, you know.
Wait, who was her? Was it Sonar? Was her and Sonar?
Yeah. Those, you need to team them up. They have such adorable, they are very much an item and they don't know it.
Okay, so that's part of why I'm holding off, because there's so many unique interactions in that game I have not seen yet. I'm not bothered by the fact I've seen so much, but at the same time, she literally tries to grab his crotch in his apartment. So I'm like, clearly she, and then the little tail, and she does that twice in front of people. I'm like, Malevola is going to be pitching Woo next season, and I'm not mad at it. I will make that choice.
I know the unique team ups are Flambe and Prism. The Jacksepticeye one and Coop, Sonar and Malevola, and Invisigal and Golem.
That's interesting.
And also Prism and Waterboy.
That's good to know.
But those are your unique team ups for that one. Like I said, I could be doing Dispatch. We'll see. Could be Grand Fantasy Relink. I just don't know. More than likely, it's just going to end up being more Mech Warrior. We're just going to be stuck with me running around shooting things with green and red lasers and missiles and machine guns on a constant basis, just because it's just really fun and I got to have a bread and butter somewhere. Other than that, God only knows. Like, I think there's going to be an API gathering at the end of the month at either Beijing Hot Pot or the new Korean barbecue pit that opened up on Charlotte Avenue by KNS World Market. Because they're doing their soft launch open right now. Other than that, you'll just find me at Middle Tennessee Gaming. I'm either playing games or I'm helping people with the register. Or we're doing Flesh and Blood, or doing Grand Archive, or Cardfight Vanguard, or Magic the Gathering, or selling Pokemon. I don't buy Pokemon. I think that's everything. God only knows. I'm just so busy, and I have so much going on.
No, you're good, Joe, but thank you for that.
And I have almost no social media presence for any of it.
Lord. Before I do get to myself, guys, shout out to Shameless Plugging. Shout out to APR TV. Why? Because the Give It Podcast can be seen on APR TV. APR TV is on the Roku app, as well as Amazon Fire TV, as well as other shows can be seen on there as well. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. Also, BlurryStation.com. Basically, we keep on saying we want the type of sites that have our content for us, by us to enjoy. Blur Station definitely is. Movies, television, anime, you name it. $10.99 a month to stream Blur Station. Blur Station can be streamed on all smart devices. Definitely check it out. Also, check us out, the Give It Podcast on YouTube. As you can see right there, guys, if you type in the GB Podcast, we are the first thing that pops up. Very proud of that. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. So anytime that we do go live, you will be notified and therefore be able to join us and interact with us, as many people have already done with us. So we definitely appreciate that. Also, my other show, How the Frack We Got Here, my news publication show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You can definitely check me out there and How the Frack We Got Here. Again, also can be found on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. You definitely will not be disappointed there as well. Also, our podcast can be heard on everywhere there's podcasts, your Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, pretty much anywhere that you do get your audio podcast, you can find the Give It Podcast there. Yes, Zuri is knocked out. She decided she wanted to wake up, and now she went right back to sleep. So, the joys of being a parent. As for myself, guys, Black_Spartan615 on the socials. You can like and follow me there. I usually talk to everybody. Just don't make it weird. I don't want to get in the whole habit of blocking people. Again, thank you guys. I cannot thank you enough for liking, for sharing, for posting, for letting people know this is live. I certainly appreciate it. We certainly appreciate here at the Give It Podcast. I went back into my How the Frack We Got Here spill for a second. Also, definitely same to you. And also, speaking of Roomful of Blurs, you can definitely check her out, Navy Montel, at Roomful of Blurs on YouTube every Sunday at 7-ish p.m. Also, check out her book, her Bookdega, and also her books, Comics on the Run. I think that's what you call it, Kira. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. Again, she along with Navy are bringing a light to indie comics and comics that you should know and people that you definitely should know of. So definitely check out Roomful of Blurs on YouTube and on the socials. Also, check out Blurred's Eye View as we will have our last show of the year this upcoming Tuesday. You can definitely check out Blurred's Eye View on all the socials, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all the above. Also, check out our other podcasting people. Check out Lore of the Culture. Check out Show Quote. Check out Geek by Heart. Check out Fresh Pressed Nails by Z as she's doing her 12 Days of Christmas. Again, she is an artist. If you are into nail artistry and things of that nature, definitely check her out. Navy Montel at BlurredCon Speaks. He usually goes live every Sunday and he does streaming as well. So definitely check out everybody, like and share, because again, we are a podcasting group and we are definitely one band, one sound. I myself am going back to streaming. I'm currently playing Alan Wake 2 right now. I'm kind of heavy into it, so it's the reason why I'm not really broadcasting it. However, I will actually be going back to Expedition 33 because again, I'm going to do a second playthrough of that. I'm also going to do a second playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima, and also do a playthrough of Black Wukong just because I've never did a playthrough of that before. So definitely check me out, Black_Spartan615 on Twitch and on YouTube, as I will go live on those. Again, guys, as we said before at the beginning of this podcast, mental health is important. Please protect your mental, protect your peace. There are plenty of resources out there and hotlines that can help you before you decide to take that last option. You are definitely needed. You matter. You are needed and you are wanted. You are loved and appreciated. Please reach out for help. And again, for all those that have plenty of friends out there, especially during the holiday season, guys, please check on your people, call or text, hang out with them. You don't know how much that person might need to hear from you right now. And like we said, it's the holiday season, guys. It's not always about presents. If you can do something for somebody, please do it. Doesn't always mean a present. Doesn't always mean it's monetary. Sometimes it's just spending time. Sometimes just, being an ear and listening. But if you have the ability to make somebody happy for a day, a moment, or a lifetime, please do so. The world could use more of it. I know cons are kind of slowly kicking back up. The rules still do apply, guys. Respect the cosplayer at all times. Cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. Rule number 2, soap and water, deodorant, and everything else is still on the cheap side. Again, you have no excuse. Clean clothes, clean bodies. We would all be appreciative of that. And the other rule that I have for myself, that I have for everybody else, guys, in a world that is cold, that is cruel, be nice, be kind, talk and share your fandoms. Invite people to your fandoms. Don't be a dick and you won't get jumped. Although it is the weekend, guys, we know people want to go out, hang out, blow off some steam, however you do about this. Guys, it is the weekend. Please make smart decisions. Nobody wants to be in jail the weekend, especially over the holidays. So again, guys, please enjoy your holidays, whether it's Christmas, whether it's Hanukkah, whether it's Festivus for the rest of us, whether it's Kwanzaa. Guys, simply put, go out, enjoy yourselves, be kind, don't be dicks, don't overdo it on alcohol or whatever vices you take, but simply put, share love, share peace, have fun, and enjoy this new year. With that being said, guys, any last words we call tonight?
Hey, there's a new Dave Chappelle special. If you need a good laugh tonight, man, give it a shot. Watch with the rest of the world. It's the holidays. Do not break your back or your bank feeling like you need to show out for people. We all live in the same country and economy.
Right.
It's getting real out here. Just talk to someone if you need someone. Cherish those close to you because you never know what anyone's going through, man.
Also, buy a lottery ticket. It's over $1 billion.
That's what I forgot to do today. Damn it.
You have until 9 p.m. Saturday night.
Okay, I was going to say it's 11 here. in Texas, it's very strict with the we're religious. You can't buy alcohol or gamble after 9 o'clock.
You gotta love those blue laws. But yes, Powerball is over 1.25 billion, in which I know it's like 684 cash option, give or 684 million cash option, give or take. So again, guys, take $2. You never know. Like I said, I think we all could use 600 million. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm sorry, Joe. Were you gonna say anything before I completely cut you off?
I didn't say anything to begin with.
Okay, I just want to make sure I got to talk about the Powerball. Like, I'm definitely
parting words for the year, if you have any.
Yeah, parting words, sir.
Don't come see me at work.
Apparently, y'all visit Joe at work. God dang, how many y'all go visit the hospital at work? How many y'all go visit the hospital to see Joe? Joe has a fan club. We do not. Joe, do you have a fan club you want to tell us about?
No, and once again, I got confused for being Hispanic, despite the fact that I am Japanese and Italian, by a full-blooded Frenchman. It's like, sir, I know Spain is part of Europe, but can you not tell an Italian guy when you're right next to us?
Damn. Well, with that being said, like Tafara said, there's a new Chappelle skit. Paul went down. So it's been a good night, and I'm about to go put my daughter to bed because I'm freaking hungry. So with that being said, I've been Spartan. That's been Tafara. That's been Joe. Guys, thank you for rocking with us for another year of the Get Bit Podcast. We'll see you guys right back here after New Year. Please enjoy the holidays. Enjoy your new year. Please don't do stupid stuff. Go have fun. Be peaceful. Be joyful and be merry. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I promise we'll all get through this. Live long and prosper, guys. At the same time, enjoy yourself. Don't be dumb. We're out. Peace.